you ready, people? Y'all should be happy that we finally here, people. Are you ready, people? Yeah, since the age of 5, swear been a star that's past size. I couldn't wait till the whole world recognized. But first I had to pay some dues, the journey I took. Y'all couldn't walk in my shoes. A young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee. Straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy. Cut it all off, plus some name after my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape. For my destiny awaits for me to be great. And I knew it, so square had to show improvement. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid. And I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. It's the past, present, and the future. C-squared, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, I'm here.
Hello, and welcome, man. Welcome to the feature with your boy Cliff Jackson III. I am your host, CJ3. I am he. And man, if y'all tuning into this show, the live and tuning into the replay, you don't want to miss my show tonight. Tonight we are definitely talking about an awesome thing tonight, because tonight is officially the official day for it. And I'm sure you guys may not know, but yes, it is Feature Fridays today, man. And we are getting into it tonight, live and uncut. So if y'all don't know what's happening, yeah, I had a special surprise guest to come on the show tonight. And tonight I'm revealing it to y'all. I already put it out there on the Facebook world, and YouTube, and on Instagram and everything, man. So tonight I'm talking to one of my favorite, one I consider one of my top 5 interviews of all time thus far. And I mean, we just kind of gotten started, man, but this brother has already definitely earned his way in one of my top 5 conversations. And at the same time, he's just one of my favorite people of all time, periods, hands down. I'm talking about none other than Tavoris Thundercloud, former IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, pro boxer, Tallahassee native, South City resident, man, straight from the 850 on the South Side, man. Shouts out to South City and my boy Tavoris Cloud, man. So we get into that conversation tonight. He'll be on the show tonight. We're just gonna give him a call just on a whim, just holler at bruh, see what he got going on, and we're gonna talk about all kind of stuff, especially the fight he just recently had. And at the same time, when I was supposed to be at the fight, broadcasting live at the fight. We're gonna talk about all that, so y'all gonna get all that cool stuff, man, all the story from behind the scenes stuff. So can't wait to get into that conversation. So don't go nowhere, stay right there, man. You don't want to miss this show, I promise you, all day long. You don't want to miss it. So before I get into anything, hello to all my features. I know what's good. All my A1s from day one. You already know who you are. I appreciate y'all always checking in with me and keeping me honest about being here at 9 o'clock on my show, no matter what, on any given day, Monday through Friday. I appreciate y'all, man. Hello to everybody out there watching that thing from YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and on the new Freedom Train Radio Network right here, man. We are doing it, making this thing happen, expanding ourselves out there and expanding our market, doing this thing every single day, Monday through Friday, just right here for you. And also, hello to all those who are tuning in for the very first time. Yes, this is the place where you get intimate and become exclusive with the topics and the people that we talk to right here on the show every Friday night. And this is how the whole thing goes every week. We got a lineup every week, man. Monday is Hot Topics. Tuesday is NFL Picks. Wednesday is my Word of Wisdom Wednesdays. Thursday is my Top 10 Thursdays. And Featured Fridays is on Friday. And this is what we do on Friday, man. So I'll just be trying to get y'all to understand that this is where it's at. And we get it right here, because I promise y'all could have been anywhere in this world, man. But y'all here with me. I appreciate that. You feel me? So if you already know, you want to get on the show, man, holla at your boy. Hit me up on email at cj3@gmail.com. Hit me up on my platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, everywhere at The Feature with CJ3. Want to be a sponsor, an advertiser, or you want to be a feature on my show, man, hit me up on my Cash App at $Right Touch Sports. I'm on this thing every night, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Go follow, subscribe right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And don't forget to go check me out on the Freedom Train Radio Network. That is at www.freedomtrainradio.com. And also go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcasts. And don't forget to donate and support. Send your money to my Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports, PayPal, paypal.me/Right Touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/The Feature with CJ3. Also, go download and watch the replays of my past Featured Fridays guests. There's a nugget of knowledge waiting for you in each conversation. Yeah, man. We here. We do it live like this. Yeah, man. So y'all tuning in to the show. I graciously appreciate it, man. Y'all already know how we feel about y'all because y'all here and y'all feel the same type of way about us. So without further ado, man, we about to get into it. I hope y'all ready to holler at my boy Tavoris, just like I'm ready to holler at him. Now, he's been on the show before, so we're not to go all the way back and do a replica of what we've already done. We'll catch some folks up to speed for those who don't know about him too much and don't know what he's done as a boxer and where he's from and all that good stuff. I try to get that stuff to y'all before we get into the conversation, but it is what it is. And this is my boy Tavoris, so there's no telling what direction this conversation is about to take place. But I'm going to hit my boy up because it's Feature Fridays, and he is my surprise Feature Fridays guest. I've had him down for the past couple of weeks. So my boy popping up on the show, say he just wanted to holler at the folks. And you know it ain't nothing but love with us. So we can't do nothing but be appreciative of my boy coming on this thing to come holler at the folks. So, yeah, man. So, we're going to see just what we can see and just what we can get out the situation. Holler at my boy Tavoris Cloud, man. So, you already know it's nothing but love. So, we're going to see what we got. My boy be busy, man, doing all kind of stuff, making stuff happen. His father, making sure keep his time acclimated with his kids and all that good stuff. And Tavoris got a lot of stuff going on, man. Getting ready for, I think, got another upcoming fight coming up. So it just depends on what Tavoris got really popping, man. So you already know how he do. He makes this thing here happen no matter what. And trust me, he's aware of everything. So we're just going to keep this thing here flowing, rolling, and going because that's what him does. Knowing T, he probably over there punching the speed bag or something like that, knowing this cat. But it's just him being off the chain with it. It's my dude. But we're going to make sure we come back around and get that conversation popping off right now. In the meantime, in between time, just want to drop a little bit of ballistics and a little knowledge on my boy Tavoris because I know we're going to definitely be trying to get in touch with him in the meantime, in between time. Now, Tavoris, for those who don't know about my boy, Cloud, right? Cloud is former IBF light heavyweight champion of the world. Alright, so that says a lot about who he is. He coming with a record of 20. I gotta add another win to this column, but 25 wins. 19, no, it's more so like 20 right now. 20 knockouts. And this brother here is official, man. Like, I'm talking about dead ass. And he's only had 3 losses. And he's still at the top of his game. He sat out for a good 6 years, but now he is back full with vengeance, and he is ready to take the world and the boxing ring by storm. My brother is ready to make this thing here happen, and it's about to go down because he's about to be a man on somebody's ass, and at any given moment, whenever he's ready to touch the ring, he is definitely ready to make it happen. Now, as we reach out to him and try to continue to get in touch with him, Tavoris, man, definitely from South City. He trying to call me. Definitely from South City, from Tallahassee, Florida. pound for pound, one of the best fighters and boxers out there, man. And yeah, this my homeboy, man. Went to high school with me, grew up in the same projects I grew up in. And it's just a lot of great things, man, this brother here is a part of, and a lot of things this brother's acclimated with. And we just trying to make sure that if nothing else, we keep his name alive, keep his legacy alive, and at the same time, keep his direction alive. Tavoris, what's good, baby?
How you doing?
I'm good, fam. What's popping off?
It's all good.
Hey, man, I called you earlier. I was like, okay, I know he know he's supposed to be on, but he probably busy right now. I already know how you do.
Yeah, I was picking up the phone. They were saying something about the server.
Oh, it's all, I don't know, man, but
Yeah.
we here, brother. I was just filling the people in about who you are, man, as far as where you're from and all that good stuff. You know, I told them that you've already been on the show, and you know we're not going to do a replica of the same show. So, if nothing else, I'm just going to catch the people up to speed with you, man. Just, you know, let people know you're from Tallahassee, from South City, and you've been knocking bitches out for a long time.
For a very long time.
For a very long time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Tallahassee. Started boxing in 98.
Yeah.
Little Johnson right there on the south side with the records.
Shout out.
I'm the first world champion from Tallahassee.
Preach.
Took me 11 years to do it, but you know, I grinded out and made that happen. You know, I grew up in the Tallahassee area and in the Quincy area. You know, I went to all them schools, middle schools, Mills, Rickles, Calamar, Poppy, Riley.
Man.
Got a long, deep history in Tallahassee, man.
Man, long, deep history of Tallahassee, man. Folks, I gotta realize, man, like when we tell people about this town, Tallahassee, like y'all may look at it as the capital city and the place where Florida State and Florida A&M is.
Yeah.
But y'all don't realize some of the top tier world talent in the world comes from this little town called Tallahassee City. Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Everyone from Tavoris Clouds to the T-Pains of the world. I mean, the William Gays. I mean, it goes on and on, man. The list just continues to keep. Man, I'm telling you, just a long list of just greatness. A lot of stars. Ron Dugans. I mean, yeah.
I'm making my business always represent Tallahassee. You know. And I rep Quincy, Florida, too.
Absolutely. Shout out to Quincy, Gaston County.
You know, a lot of people blow up and show up. And, you know, a lot of people think Tallahassee does a college city.
Right.
You know, but it's, you know, it's a lot more going on in Tallahassee.
Man, it's a whole lot going on up in this thing, man. So, we got to get into it, bro. So, you're a professional fighter. You've been doing boxing for a long time. I mean, beyond the fact, you know, I know it's definitely more. It's so much more than boxing than what you know. But this is definitely something that you have mastered and made easy craft for you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And the hands are licensed, my man. So let the people know, man. So how long you been doing professional fighting, man? How long you been professional boxing?
Professional boxer. See, I had a 6-year amateur career, and I've been pro since 2000 and I want to say 5 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember, but for 15 or 16 years.
Man, that's crazy. And the crazy thing about that, man, during the time of your career, currently still going right now, from 2009 to 2013, you held the IBF light heavyweight title. Bruh, like, and people got to understand that the IBF, like, this ain't the made up boxing shit. Like,
it's real.
This is.
It's one of the oldest world titles out there.
Ever.
International Boxing Federation.
Like, this is the stuff that your Mayweathers and your Tysons and your Holyfields, like, these are the names of those type of people that have won an IBF type title. So this ain't no Rudy Poop, walk in the park, made up, here hand-me-down title. Like, this is the title, international title across the board. And our very own Tavoris Thundercloud from Tallahassee, Florida, was once a title holder and will once be again a title holder of the IBF light heavyweight.
I am former champion and future champion.
Absolutely, former and future. All in one sentence, bro.
Yeah.
That's how gangster we coming with. Now, dog. Now, the last time I had you on the show, we was amped up. I was so excited. I was crunk because you was getting, and it was so exciting to me because you gave my show a national releasage that nobody had. Not even ESPN had this, about you getting back in the ring for your fight and whatnot. You had your fight, you made it happen, and the crazy thing about it, bruh, as much as we planned to be there, I didn't make it.
Oh, it's all good.
But you know, but you said you was gonna come back and come on the show and talk about the fight, man, against your boy. Was it Ryan Soft? So yeah. So, bruh, tell the folks what happened at the fight. We know that you won. Congratulations on the victory, my brother. Especially after sitting out 6 years and getting back in the ring and still being in top tip shape, man. Just give the folks a breakdown on the other fight, man.
Well, the fight was at in Daytona Beach, Florida. Floyd was there. Floyd Mayweather was there, and a lot of other fighters on his card. So I had been planning this comeback for a long time. So it wasn't as easy for me to get back in the ring because of COVID.
Right.
Number one, and some other business things that I had to take care of with my former promoter.
Right.
John King before. I could get back in the ring. So, I just held on and kept training and everything finally shook.
Yeah.
So I was ready. I went down there, we weighed in, and the guys, Indian guy, now we have respect for each other.
Right.
Because, everything is said and done. Once you fight an individual, it's like, fighting an individual is like getting next to something on the inside of this person, like the mentality meet, and then we get a chance to grind it out, and you understand this person a lot more. So we ain't got no problems right now.
Right.
He was game. He was a game opponent. He was a younger guy. I think he was 29, and he hadn't been around as long as I had. And I went in there and I got it was a third round knockout. I think I hit him with a 1-2, and that was the end of the fight in the third round. But the 1-2 was set up by jabs and body shots.
Man.
Jabs and body shots, stopped him in the third round. It's my 20th knockout. So I go to 25 wins, 20 knockouts, 3 L's. We just moving forward with that. But, I felt real comfortable in the ring. I felt like, I was walking in my front room or something. And, I didn't have a lot of anxiety.
Right.
I guess as I got older and more mature, I learned how to better prepare mentally for combat. But I went in there and handled my business, and we got some more fights coming up in the state of Florida. This year.
Absolutely. We're going to get into all that because I got to get these people acclimated to what's going on so they can understand, and when they can plan and actually try to make one of these fights so they can come out and support, bro, because it's not every day you get to fight in the state of Florida. We get a hometown hero like this fighting in the state of Florida where we live. Man, so I know you're excited about being back in the ring and getting everything right, but how many rounds was the fight supposed to be for again?
The fight was scheduled for 8 rounds, but it only went 3.
It didn't make it to 8. It didn't even make it to 4. So he didn't make half the damn rounds.
No, he didn't make it.
He didn't even make half the rounds. So I'll let you know, man, like this boxing thing, like for those who out there thinking and considering boxing, you might want to reconsider this shit. Think about this thing, dog. Like, this is getting your ass punched for 3 minutes each round. So, I want y'all to understand this is no game. Like, y'all got to be warriors and love combat in order to be boxers, man. Like, this is no little walk in the park. Like you say, you got some fights coming up in this year, man, and it's so crazy to even sit up here and be able to, chop it up with you and tell everybody about what's going on. What is popping off with you, man. But just fill the folks in, man, as well as all my listeners and everybody who may listen to this thing later about when is the next official fight for Tavoris Clown.
Okay, so the next fight is we are looking at the middle of April right now, and
this will be
another 8-round fight.
Okay.
And this fight will be in Orlando, Florida.
Orlando, Florida. Stand up.
Yeah, this fight will be in Orlando, Florida, and I hope as many people can come as possible. I think it's a 4-hour drive. Yeah, it's a 4-hour drive
from Tallahassee
to Orlando, or the surrounding cities, Jacksonville.
Right.
I think it's 2 hours from Jacksonville, 2 hours from Tampa. Everybody show up. Everybody show up. As I go on and have more fights on this comeback, I'm shaking on more rust. And y'all gonna see that. Y'all gonna see the whole thundercloud back in there. Giving you them exciting fights, putting dudes on their back.
Oh man, back niggas out, put them straight on their backside. That's what we do, man. 850 representative, bringing it down. Now, Tavoris, let me ask you this, dog, because you're getting back into the ring, right? And you really just getting, back into the swing of the things that you do. And now more so, you got these, out of the nowhere celebrity / pro fighter, pro boxer type match, or top pro basketball, or pro athletes of other sports that want to get into the fights or whatever, because all of a sudden, they want to get hot head, or they want to get hot at the mouth or big at the mouth, and they want to square it off in the ring. What is your take on that, man, as far as these celebrity fights that's coming up with your Pauls and your Mayweathers, or your Paul, like in Antoine Whitfield situation that happened? Like, what's your take on those celebrity type fights that's coming out of nowhere? What's your take on that?
I mean, I think it's good for entertainment. I think it's a more safe way for people who don't actually have years and years and decades of training in the sport to participate in it safely with a equal opponent and have a good time, win some fights, become more popular and things like that. I think it's a good thing. The internet is amazing.
Yeah.
The internet is amazing because, I think the guy, I don't know his name, I believe his name is Logan Paul.
Right.
The guy that knocked out Nate, right?
Yeah, Nate Robinson.
And but I think Nate kind of got fooled on that one, because that guy been fighting a long time.
Right.
I know guys that told me he been in the gym sparring for years since he was a kid.
Right.
you need a good matchmaker. You gotta actually know the business out here too. You know, I know everybody want to get in there and they want to show what they got, but you got to know the business because you could be getting set up. You know, you could tell the way that guy was fighting. He hit Nate. He hit Nate with some shots. He actually hit Nate while he was moving backwards.
Right.
You know, a green fighter, a fighter that's green, he don't punch while he going backwards.
Right.
A lot of fighters don't know how to punch backing up. But, you know, I think it's good for entertainment. You know, it gives people something to talk about. You know, if I could do some exhibitions and, you know, I would.
Okay. Because that was going to be my next question. Would you be interested in an exhibition fight if that was to come your way in some way, form, or fashion?
Yeah, I'd be interested in exhibition fights.
Okay.
You know, but I'm a prize fighter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a prize fighter. I fight for prizes, for cash. You know, so if the money right, you know, opponent right, let's do it.
Let's go ahead and make it happen. We don't care what kind of fight it is. What did you think about the Tyson and Roy Jones fight? Because that fight actually took place the week after your first fight coming back. So what was your take on that? How did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was a great fight. I'm glad Tyson didn't get hurt, and I'm really glad Roy didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, because Roy, to all the fighters in Florida, Roy is our OG. Roy is just, you know, Roy is an amazing fighter, and Roy is an amazing commentator as well.
Yeah.
You know, we love Roy. You know, nobody has Roy style out of all the champions. Nobody has Roy style. Nobody tries to fight like Roy, but the way Roy, he went out there and he fought everybody, win, lose, or draw. Mm-hmm. You know, we love Roy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we glad Roy got in there and was able to get back out and didn't get hurt. Mike Tyson is a beast. Mike Tyson always been a beast. You know, and he's always been a heavyweight.
Right.
So the weight was really the main concern. For me in the fight.
Okay.
You know, because a fighter like Mike Tyson, you got to be able to get away from him. You know, if you can't get away from it, if you stand in the phone booth with Mike Tyson, he's gonna knock you out
easily.
You know, so we didn't want Roy to get any concussions, but you know, it was a great fight. They turned out to be good sportsmen. At the end, you know, no bad blood,
right?
Things like that. We're really glad everybody came out of the safe.
Man, that's what's up, man. That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Talking to my boy Tavoris Cloud, former IBF, former and future IBF light heavyweight champion of the world. My boy, straight representing Tally Ho, 850 in South City, all in the same sentence. Now, my man, let me ask you this, because you are definitely a lot of people don't know this about you, and this is the great thing about our friendship, our rapport, and our brotherhood that I love so much, is that, you know, as much as I'm in the community and everything or whatever that I do, it's like you really have a voice that a lot of people don't even know that still resonates throughout South City. Like, you're part of a lot of things that I got going on with the foundation and everything, with South City Foundation, and you're an advocate for a lot, not just for the sport, but a lot of black people who may want to get into the sport. You're an advocate for young men who are, you know, looking to find their way, and they find their way through this sport. Now, one thing I want to ask you, as far as, you know, coming from the South City, you know the struggles that we've had coming up, and in the days of times that we came from, and looking at the days of times that's happening right now in front of us. How do we, as black men, how do we overcome the mental struggles of our past that we've seen before us? How do we as black men overcome those struggles individually and collectively?
Individually and collectively.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is my advice you know, for any young men and women dealing with adversity, struggles, you know, whether we feel it's from the system, whether we feel it's due from racism, whether we feel it's from, you know, our neighborhood, our at-home life, and things like that. You know, everything starts with self.
Right.
You know, we have to look before we go into the big picture. You know, we got to deal with the small picture. You know, and the small picture is actually the big picture when you're talking about self. We got to deal with ourselves. You know, conquer our own demons. You know, our habits, our own imperfections, and things like that. And you know, once we conquer ourselves, you know, there can be no enemy without. You know, on the outside.
Right.
You know, once we perfect ourselves on the inside, nothing can stop you.
Right.
You know, the fact that there's somebody on the outside doing this and doing that, I think, to a certain degree, it is an illusion. You know, it is an illusion.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, I think everything happens for, you know, a rhyme and a reason. And the reason why we go through struggles and stuff like that is to make it's part of our soul's journey, kind of like, you know, to make us into better people.
Right.
You know, but you know, once we overcome what's on the inside of us, you know, we can't be hurt by anybody, because you know, if Tavoris Cloud woke up tomorrow morning and I just told myself that I'm going to be the absolute best Tavoris Cloud I can be, you know, just complete positive thinking, I ain't letting no negativity in, I'm going about my business, I ain't letting nothing stop, you know, same thing with anybody else, you know. Once I do that, you know, nothing can stop me. It's like the power that's already inside of us is so powerful. It just needs to be tapped into. And the only way we can tap into it is focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Everybody got that feeling. I want to be something. I want to be something. I want to do something. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to accomplish this. Accomplish that.
Right.
You know, that's how you get to it. You got to work on yourself every day.
Man.
Work on it. You got to perfect yourself. Perfect yourself. If there's no enemy within, there can't be no enemy without.
Whoo, man.
You know.
Listen, boy, you just dropped a hell of a nugget right there. So many people ain't gonna catch that. I be letting folks know it's a nugget of knowledge in every conversation. Boy, you just dropped a hell of a nugget. It's more for the deal within than to deal without. Boy, that's real, boy.
Yeah.
Whew.
And now also they're all, because I don't want to skip over nothing and just seem oblivious.
Right.
They're all obstacles and hurdles and things on the outside that, you know, that you have to deal with.
Right.
But, you know, make sure, you know, something that I learned, when I was a kid, I used to just get so mad. I was one of them kids that, like, I start breathing real hard, like I'd be so mad, I'd be crying and stuff, and like I didn't know how to deal with my anger, man. But as I got older, you know, even if I didn't say everything that was bothering me or making me mad, I'd just say a little bit. You know, let a little bit of pressure off. You know, at least you'll be on your way.
Right.
Correcting what's wrong with you, and or what's bothering you. And sometimes, you know, you have to sometimes sometimes you may have to fight. And if you have to fight, just make sure you win the right, and make sure you win. Anything. Yeah, and anything we come up against, you want to handle it in the right way. You want to be diplomatic about it.
Absolutely.
You just don't want to go wild and crazy. Sometimes you got to face obstacles head on.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to talk to it. You got to speak the word to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it ain't enough to just pray.
Right.
Sometimes you got to speak the word to the devil.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Speak it right to him.
Oh, man.
And, keep going like that.
Absolutely, man. Chopping it up with my brother, Tavoris Thundercloud, former and future IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, man. Let me ask you this, Tavoris. Now, in the ring, it's obvious. You fought a ton of different people, ton of different races all together. And, everybody has, this thing in the boxing world, the king Mexican, and you got the guy who kept fighting for the Filipinos, and the guys who's fighting for, the blacks and the whites. Everybody has their they hype,
Right.
Do you feel that there is a fight amongst the races and individuals in that boxing world, or not just boxing world, just period, in that sense, because they want to be the best in their race, regardless of the weight class?
Well, I think it's kind of a cultural thing.
Okay.
Like with Canelo in Mexico.
Right.
Everybody loves Canelo.
Everybody, right.
Because Mexicans, they love boxing.
Right.
They love boxing. And, in a lot of different countries, if you can get your whole country behind you, if you can get your whole city behind you, it just makes you that much more of a force. It's just like on a basketball team or a football team. It's like, you got a team.
Right.
You got a team. You just not one man playing. It makes you feel like that. It makes you stronger when your people, your own race, your own country, your own city get behind you. It makes you stronger, man.
Man, that's amazing. That's real. And just in the light of all of that, and you saying that, you're right. It does make one feel a whole lot more euphoria, and it makes them, a whole lot more confident within what it is that they're doing. When you got that many people and you representing, a city, you carry you put on for your city, like Jesus would say. So yeah. So
the camaraderie makes, like if you got friends, and your friend don't bother with nobody. If somebody mess with your homeboy, you'll get so mad. You'll get more mad about that than somebody messing with you.
Absolutely.
So it's like that energy, like y'all feed each other.
Right.
So you got a whole city. That's big.
Yeah. You know about that. And speaking on racing, I want to kind of just touch this a little bit while I have this topic out there. With the things that have kind of taken place in the world with, the new administration coming into place, and the stuff that kind of took place on the 6th of January with, the outroar and the attack on the U.S. Capitol. Just that whole situation, what lesson did you take away from that, as far as just, seeing how that attack on the U.S. Capitol happened? Like, what lesson did you take away from it?
It's like this, I feel, number one, I think that if a person that's gonna follow anything, they need to be following a real leader.
Yeah.
You know, a real leader, a real man is not gonna lead you into your own destruction.
Right.
You know, you gotta make sure that you're receiving proper information.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just can't be, you know, joining a gang or following this person and that person, and you're not doing it for the right reason.
Right.
You know, it take a lot of heart. It take a lot of cojones to walk on your own.
Mm-hmm.
It really do, and you know, it's not hard to be a follower. You know, but
right.
You take it back to that working on self thing.
Right.
You know, I think a lot more people should be focused on self and their own personal things instead of trying to fix the problems of the whole world in one day.
Absolutely.
You know.
Absolutely, my brother. Man,
yeah, and I don't want to say too much. I don't need people in front of my house. You know,
I know, bro. We have nobody around this thing. They don't want to feel none of that. I promise you.
Right.
So on that note, how do we collectively now? How do we move forward as a nation? What's your plan, or what would be your plan as far as us moving forward as a nation now?
I would say, definitely learn from what we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the issue to the table. Mm-hmm. Sit down, talk about it realistically. You know, and you got to keep building off of it. And you know, love conquers all. I'm not telling, you know, a lot of people you know, they say love. A lot of people see love as weakness. Love is not weak. Love is very strong. Love don't necessarily forget what you done to it, but love conquers all.
Love conquers all, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm not saying, you know, that we should be unwise, you know, or we should just totally forget about things. You know, because it's a part of us. We've been living, you know, what's happened to us. You know, people have been living that. So, you know, we have to get to a point where, you know, we have to be our brother's keeper.
Right.
You know, and you know, we got to get there, man. We got to get there, you know, because I mean, if I had to say anything, I would say that, because look, I got a 15-year-old daughter, I got a 6-year-old son, and they don't have to grow up in this world.
Right. So
you know, like this world is theirs, and you know, 5 or 10 years, they're gonna be the congressman, you know, the Senate in the House, they're gonna be running for president.
Right.
My grandkids gonna be out here. Your grandkids gonna be out
Absolutely.
here. Man, we need to stop this shit. People that's spreading this ignorance and this division, they need to stop, because it's not even gonna be you that's here. It's gonna be your lineage, your kids, grandkids. They gonna be here based off the decisions you make.
Right.
You know, this is for somebody else in the future. You know, when I'm old and in the nursing home or in the wheelchair or whatever, when I can't defend myself.
Right.
You know? So they got to come together, man.
Got to, man. Man, talking to my brother Tavoris, Thundercloud, former and future IBF light heavyweight champion of the world. My brother, man, let people know how they can get in touch with you, follow you, get in, you know, and be in sync with you for your next fight in April.
Okay, I'm on Instagram at Tavoris Cloud. You can find me on that. And I got another Instagram, Tavoris T. That's the letter T at the end of Tavoris. I'm also on Facebook under Tavoris Thundercloud and Tavoris Cloud.
What's up?
Yeah. So holler at me anytime. It might take some time for me to get back, because I don't be on I'm on Instagram more than I'm on Facebook. But yeah, I normally get back to everybody. I try to get back to everybody, and I appreciate all the birthday wishes that everybody sent out. You know.
Yeah, man, my boy just had a birthday, man. Happy birthday, brother, once again.
Appreciate it. It's sophomore season.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dog, absolutely. Well, dog, you know how we do it. Before I let you off the hook, off my seat, I got to do it to you. It's time for that Would You Rather. And this is the first one of the year, dog. You know what's crazy? You officially like the first Feature Friday guest of the year. And you was the 100th episode that was on my show last year for 2020 as far as the whole episodes of the show. So it's only right that we kick the start off of everything with the 100th episode person of the show. So we finna get into it, big dog. Me and you. Let me ask you this. Would you rather fight in a celebrity match against one of the Paul brothers or fight a pro athlete from another sport?
I'll fight one of the Paul brothers.
Okay.
Yeah. So seems like that'd be better for my career.
I think that'd be better for your career right now, partner. You feel me? The way these boys coming up in the ring and popping off the mouth, they trying to take them big pots right now.
Right. So yeah, that'll definitely be it's two brothers, right?
Yeah, it's Paul and Logan.
Paul and Logan.
And Logan, yeah. So
Paul and Logan. What's their last name?
I thought it was Ryan and Logan. I'm sorry, Ryan Paul and Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Last name is Paul.
Last name Paul. Ryan Paul and Logan Paul. Yeah.
Ryan and Logan Paul.
Yeah.
How many y'all want that work? Squad's finally down to touch. And y'all bring y'all up. Whenever y'all ready.
Hey, it's on my YouTube show. Hey, you a YouTuber. Hey, I'll be honest. Y'all motherfuckers don't want none of this here. But my boy Tavoris Cloud has put it out there, told you, on my show. Hey, either one of y'all Paul brothers, you already know what time it is. So we can make that thing happen. And you know I know the business with this boxing thing. So I would love to be the matchmaker in that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Here we go, bro.
Either one of the brothers, the big brother, the little brother, whichever one.
Whichever one of y'all boys. Whoever want it, we got it for you right here. Would you rather, if you had to, fight a Marvel character? Would you rather fight Wolverine or fight the Beast?
I'll fight the Beast. I'll fight the Beast, man. Wolverine is legendary. You can't kill him.
You can't kill him, dude.
Every time he loses, he just get mad. More angry and shit, I leave Wolverine alone. Wolverine don't really bother nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Wolverine don't talk to nobody unless he's fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you get Wolverine hot, he comes to get you, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
He comes to get you, and you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah, that's you lie about that.
I would fight the Beast.
Got you. Would you rather hit the speed bag or hit the punching bag?
Punching bag.
Okay.
Punching bag. The speed bag is more for timing. The speed bag is more for timing, and we don't throw punches like we throw them. We don't throw punches in the ring like we throw punches on the speed bag.
Right.
So it's for time and just that just a little burp, and on the speed bag it's like more of a simulation of a real person. So it's a better workout.
Okay, good deal. Would you rather see pro athletes fight other pro athletes in a boxing match, or see Democrats and Republican candidates fight in a boxing match? Okay.
politicians, they just I don't think those people they do what they good at, which is just talking.
Right.
Talking.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. What?
They sell you a drink.
Sell your dream. That's about it. Would you rather go pro as a professional golfer or as a professional swimmer?
Well, I don't know too much about the swimming game, but you know, I know that boy Tiger make him pretty good.
Okay. Boy, for real. And go ahead and get your nice little 18-hole game out here South City Country Club Golf Club.
Right. I'm good golf.
Out here at Country Club Golf Course.
Yeah.
Last one, brother. Now, this one here actually has some actuality to it. Gotta let the people know. Would you rather become a rapper slash poet or an author of a book?
I would be the author of a book.
Absolutely. I can't wait for it to come out.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, because I can't wait for it to come out.
Okay, because rappers having a hard time right now. You know, like, I don't know. You know, a lot of stuff going on, but we've been losing a lot of rappers lately. And, you know, a lot of good rappers. You know, and, I don't really know what's going on with that. It really ain't my lane. But, it seems like it's too much. It seems like a very high-risk profession.
Oh, man. It's really, you know what? I might have to make that a topic on one of my Word of Wisdom Wednesdays or something like that. Is the risk of fame or the risk of being a rapper too high? Is the price too high?
Right. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know the music game like that. But look here, it's a lot of these young boys, young brothers, man. You know, they leaving, man. They leaving left and right. Yeah, it's a sad situation, man. But you know, I write me a book, write me a novel or something, and you know, just sit back and let that book make me some money. Might as well. You know? Yeah. Might as well. I ain't gotta worry about getting shot at, you know. For writing a book. Right. Right. Bro, man, this been fun as always, big bro. Hey, I appreciate you, fam. Always, homie. You already know how we do. Most definitely. 850 stand up, man. Make sure y'all check me out on the Facebook and the Instagram. Tavoris T, Tavoris Cloud, Tavoris Thunder Cloud. And check out the fight in Orlando. Absolutely, man. You already know, man. Y'all make sure y'all are there in Orlando in April. Once we got an official date, trust me, I'm going to be promoting that thing all the way leading up to it. And that one I will definitely be at. We will not have no discrepancies this go around. I promise. Yes, sir. We got more details of it coming soon as we get closer to the fight tomorrow. Absolutely. You already know how we going to do it. Cloud, it's always been a pleasure, man. I love you, boy. Oh, likewise, man. It'll be easy. All right, you too, fam. We get up. All right, peace. Man, chopping up my brother Tavoris Cloud, man, right here on the show, man. Give me some likes, some hearts, some love for my dog Tavoris Cloud. I'm sure y'all enjoyed that conversation, man. Always gotta, man, this is what I love about my folks, man. Regardless of the platforms that they have, regardless of who they are, they're human beings. And they see what's happening out here in the world just like you do. And I'm sure you have your own opinion and perspective on things, and so do these people. People who are, doing certain things in certain different genres and certain different arenas, they got their opinions too. Their lives, they matter too. And they look at other people's lives and how they're living them, and, they have just as right as much as you do to talk about how they feel about certain things. So it's always good to get a different perspective, especially from a person of Tavoris Cloud's caliber, professional fighter.
and out there doing his thing, man. So it's all good. I'm just happy to get Brother Cloud on the show. Tavoris Cloud, right here on the show, man. You already know it's nothing but love, Doc. So, you already know how we get it in, man. If y'all want to be on the show, please hit me up on my email. I'm on this thing, man. Hit me up at thefeatured.cj3 at gmail.com. Like I told y'all, I'm on this thing every night, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Go hit me up on all my social media outlets on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and on the Freedom Train Network, www.thefreedomtrainradio.com. Please go hit me up. And then I am on every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Please, if you want to sponsor, advertise, you want to be on the show, featured on the show, please hit me up at my Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports. Also, listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you enjoy your podcast. And go, please donate and support the cause. Please send your donations to my Cash App at $ Right Touch Sports. PayPal, paypal.me/RightTouchCJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/thefeatured with CJ3. And also, please go to download and watch the past Featured Friday's guest. There is a nugget of knowledge waiting for you in each conversation. Yeah, man. That's how I do it. So, yeah, man, you already know what time it is. It is time for your boy's song of the night. Now, I'm going to be so real with y'all. This song of the night tonight is one that I am always excited about. Now, I ain't going to lie about it. I did not put up who it is on my screen here. However, I am gonna hook y'all up tonight. Okay, I'm gonna hook you up, give y'all some insight on who this particular artist just might be. A lot of things happening right now, man, and it's a lot that I want to see happen when it comes to these type of possible ordeals and whatnot, man. And it's always, a blessed, fortunate opportunity to be a part of what I'm doing, man. This song right here is from one of my favorite artists, and this song here captivates a whole lot for me, just with the whole metaphors and how they utilize a certain particular type of device. It made it a whole song, man. And the hook, the song, everything itself is off the chain. So I'm giving y'all Lupe Fiasco.
What up, y'all?
Kick Push.
Yeah. Soundtrack.
Let's go.
If y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco. Representing that 1st and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, he slipped, landed on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit, it was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing, he couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it, branded since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit, cocoon, cocoon, cocoon. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished to the park. Started in the morning, one stopped after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick, push,
kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push and coast. My man got a little older, became a better roller. Yeah, no helmet, hell bent on killing himself, is what his mama said. But he was feeling himself, got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this board is strong enough to carry two. She said bow, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear, I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here. So she took him to a spot he didn't know about, some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, I don't normally take dates in here. Security came and said, I'm sorry, there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just lovers intertwined with no place to go. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. So come and skate with me, just a rebel looking for a place to be. So let's kick and push, and coast. Swing it. Yeah, before he knew he had a crew, there wasn't no punk, and they spit fire shirts and SB dunks. They would push till they couldn't skate no more. Office building lobbies wasn't safe no more, and it wasn't like they wasn't getting chased no more. Just the freedom was better than breathing, they said. An escape route they used to escape out when things got crazy. They needed to break out. They'd head to any place with stairs, any good grinds, the world was theirs. And they four wheels would take them there until the cops came and said there's no skating here. And so they kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, kick, push, coast. And the way they roll, just rebels without a cause with no place to go. And so they kick, push,
Yo,
push, kick, push,
tune in.
push, coast.
This coming up Friday, January 22nd. My boy, my brother, my homie, my friend, Eugene Granger, head coach of McClade School boys basketball team, one of the main directors, owners, and operators of the GBI basketball tournaments, and an NCAA basketball legend. This is my boy, Eugene Granger. For those who do not know about this brother, I totally hate it for y'all, but y'all gonna definitely get to know who this brother is this Friday, coming up January 22nd, Friday, right here on the feature, 9 p.m. Do not miss it. Yeah, go ahead and let everybody know, man. You already know what time it is. Please be here for that particular show. Can't wait to get into it, man. I know you guys are excited just as much as I am. I can't wait. I cannot wait, man. So now it's about one of them time for one of them CJ3s. True stories. And this is a true story or a segment of the show where I tie a true story in with the topic of the show tonight or the guest of the show tonight. And my guest, none other than Tavoris Cloud, always can give a good true story about this cat. So I told y'all I was supposed to be at this particular fight, right? I was supposed to be at the Tavoris Cloud Ryan Saw fight, and told bro what was going on. And I mean, he had me set up. Everything Tavoris said he was going to do for me, he did. He had my press pass, he had my tickets, he had my everything was set up, everything was straight. Only thing that pissed me off was that me and my partner, road was good, fam. We could not get this car to get down to go support my boy at the fight. We was definitely going. It wasn't a doubt in our mind. We was going to this fight. But we couldn't get there, man, and things just deterred from us. And when I told Tavares the next day, like when I told him what happened and why we couldn't make it and everything, he wasn't hurt, he wasn't upset, he wasn't pissed, he wasn't nowhere near angry at all. His calmness was what really made me really get past the situation, because I was hurt. I was ready to go see my dog. I was ready to get the hell out of Tallahassee. We've been quarantining and all this shit with COVID. I was like, look, I'm risking it tonight, damn it. I'm going to have me some fun for something. And Yeah, man, it was just meant for us not to go, but at the same time, he, knocked Brian in the third round, and he looked out for me, man. Like, he had us squared away. And I know this fight coming up in Orlando, he got us straight coming up for this one, too. So hopefully we get to the Orlando fight, and we broadcasting live at the fight, hopefully with Mayweather on the show. I'm still going to continue to keep speaking that type of stuff in existence because that's what me want. You understand that? You hear me? Okay, just want to make sure I'm coming in clear to all of you. You know what I mean? All right, so here we go. We are about to, go ahead and make this happen because that's my true story. And I am sticking with it. But if you want to be on my show, come on and holler at your boy through email. Hit me up, thefeatured.cj3@gmail.com. Or if you want to sponsor, advertise, or put your ads or your brand on my show, or even be featured on my show, send your money to my Cash App at $right touch sports. Because I'm on every single night, Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. right here on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. And also, I'm on the Freedom Train Radio Network at www.freedomtrainradio.com. And also go listen and download on all major outlets and podcasts or wherever you go enjoy your podcast. And donate and support the cause, man. Please send your donations to my Cash App at $right touch sports, PayPal at paypal.me/right touch CJ3, or on Anchor at anchor.fm/the featured with CJ3. And please go download and watch the replays of the past Feature Friday guests that have been on my show. Y'all can go back and watch Tavoris Cloud's conversation from this year and last year in October. It's a nugget of knowledge in each conversation. I promise you. Y'all heard it right here. And please don't forget this weekend coming up next week, January 22nd, man, my brother Eugene Granger is our Featured Fridays guest coming up. Man, we're going to kick this thing off. You already know how we make this thing happen right here on the Feature. 9 p.m., January 22nd, Eugene Granger right here. Man, my boy said it best, man. That love thing, everything you got going on in your life, it starts with self. Got to pay attention to yourself. You got to really, really start giving yourself self-love, self-care, self-healing, self-endurance, self-control. You got to find it, got to get it, got to gain it for yourself. And tonight's conversation with Tavoris only just tapped and press the button on everything that I always tell y'all every single time I get a chance to just share some knowledge, share some wealth, share some inspiration, some encouragement, and some good vibes your way. That's what it's all about. It's all about good vibrations, and that's what my show is. It's a good vibration. I hope all y'all who I done passed out a flyer to, that done looked at my shit and was like, I ain't finna fuck with this nigga, that's your fault. For those who have subscribed, followed suit, and constantly tuning in, checking into the show, hey, I appreciate y'all. But just know I'm going to continue to keep passing out flyers. I'm going to continue to keep posting on my stuff and keep putting out great content. And I hope that you all will continue to keep watching my show. Because at the end of the day, I leave y'all with 4 things no matter what, whether you like me, love me, hate me, or not. 1, stay smart, because it's a lot of dumb-ass people out there. Number 2, stay safe, because there's a lot of dangerous ass people out there. Number 3, stay clean, because there's a lot of dirty ass people out there. And number 4, stay your ass home, because there's some people out there that just don't want to see your ass. At the end of the day, stay. That's the key word. Stay put. I promise you, it'll work for you better in the end. You may not understand it, but I get it. It's been an awesome Feature Friday, man. Always has, always will be special with my boy Tavoris Cloud. Thank you, Tavoris, for coming on to the show once again, my brother. It's always a pleasure having you. You know you're welcome to come back any given time, on any given day you want to, man. Thank you to all my Feature Fridays guests, all my features that been holding me down, man. All my folks that just keep coming to the show, showing me love, man. I appreciate y'all. For those who keep coming back, please, it's your first time you like the show, go binge watch do that for the weekend. Binge watch the show this weekend. And get caught up to speed, man. Go on my old profile page on Facebook, go on my page on YouTube, and just get all them shows caught up, man, so you can see what's going on. We steady rolling, steady growing, steady striving, steady making ourselves better every single day. All right, so in the meantime, in between time, man, y'all stay safe out there. Love one another, love yourself more, and everything else to take care of itself. I am your host, Cliff Jackson III, better known and affectionately known as CJ3. But it's all love no matter what. Y'all hold it down. Peace.
Y'all couldn't walk in my shoes, a young buck, wild and tough from Tallahassee, straight from South City in my pursuit to be happy. Came up out the hood with my hair all nappy, cut it all off, plus some name after my pappy. The streets tried to trap me, but I had to escape from my destiny, a wait for me to be great. And I knew it, so square, had to show improvement. When I do it, flow was stupid. Now you loving me like Cupid, and I know that you wasn't ready for this. I'm so on point with my targets, I'm sure I won't miss. Just the past, present, and the future. C-squared, the household name, something to get used to. I'm here, yeah.